What's up guys, it's Fifa Game here and welcome to the 15th episode of the Sevilla FIFA 16 Career Mode series, and we're starting off this episode with a home game at home to Villarreal. We are playing this game with our second team as we do have a lot of fixture congestion lately. It is a big problem that has been in FIFA 15 and FIFA 16. We are in all of the cup competitions still available to us, so we do have a lot of games coming up, but the first chance of the episode is in the 5th minute as Villarreal cut in, but a poor shot as Navas easily catches it into his hands. But now moving on to the 29th minute, Batshuayi plays it into the Frenchman Nzonzi, who chips it over to our little superstar Cotan, and it falls back to Batshuayi, but he does blaze it over the bar. Very good opportunity there, as it was a good ball into Cotan. His shot was saved, but Batshuayi's shot unfortunately over the bar. But now in the 57th minute into the second half, a poor defensive clearance from the Sevilla man, and Villarreal put the ball into the back of the net. Awful clearance from our defender, not sure who it was, but the Villarreal man puts the ball into the back of the net. Poor defending from us here. I think it was Kolodjak, knocks it on into the path of the Villarreal striker, and Bakambu puts Villarreal 1-0 up in the second half. But now in the 78th minute, we're pushing for the late equaliser. It's Kolodjak. Can he make up for his mistake? He plays it into Eric Lamela. Great opportunity for Lamela, but an unbelievable save from Asensio, and eventually Villarreal get the ball away. But now just a couple of moments later, and Mbolo cutting down the wing, he cuts back inside. Great chance for Mbolo, and we've hit the bar and it's fallen back. And somehow we're still behind late on in this game, and Mbolo hits the ball. But now we're coming forward once again, looking for this late equaliser, and Mbolo cuts it once again, and this time he puts it in the back of the net. Well done, Mbolo. The teenager, still 80 rated teenager. Unbelievable young prospect. He is going to get so high rated for us. He's in fantastic form at the moment and proves it once again here, getting a goal right at the death row. Good little pass and play there as Llorente lays it off to Mbolo. Great dribbling skills to cut inside and finesse the ball into that far top corner to grab us a point late on at home to Villarreal. Fantastic finish from Mbolo, and Llorente celebrates with him. Brilliant result here at the death. That is Mbolo's 6th goal in La Liga, which is quite good for a backup striker, and considering he's only a teenager, he's had a great season so far. But that will be the end of the game, a 1-1 draw. I think we definitely did deserve a win from this game. I was expecting a win, but we did only play with our second team, and we were lucky to get that late equaliser late on in the game. And Mbolo celebrating there, but the fans weren't too impressed. But we'll take a point at home to Sevilla. As you could see by the stats there a moment ago, we did deserve to win the game, but we will take the point as it was a late goal. As you can see, the second game of the episode is another home game, a home to SDI, but this team, we will be playing the second team once again, as we do have a huge match coming up against Real Madrid. Should be getting a simple win at home to SDI, but I was going to sim this match, but I thought with our second team we might not be able to do the job. But a great save there at the start from our backup goalkeeper, and eventually we do clear the ball away as SDI bar looked right early on. But now in the 19th minute, Hector Villalba crosses it into our captain Crondelli. He is the captain of our second team, and we do win a corner out of it. Good opportunity for Crondelli. Done well to rise up considering he's quite short. But now pushing on to the second half in the 62nd minute, it gets down the wing to the Frenchman Kakuta. He cuts into the middle, beats three, four men. Great opportunity for Kakuta. Can he get his shot away? Yes, he can. Brilliant finish from Gal Kakuta, the former Chelsea man, putting it into the back of the net, celebrating and tormenting the SDI bar travelling fans. Fantastic finish from Kakuta. He beats one man, he beats two men, he beats three, cuts into the middle, gets his shot away, blasts it into the back of the net, and puts us 1-0 up with half an hour to go. Fantastic finish from our Frenchman to get his first goal in La Liga this year on 64 minutes. Now just a couple of moments later, SDI bar give the ball away sloppily. Now we come forward with Mbolo, and Mbolo plays it into Nzonzi. He passes it into the Frenchman, no sorry, the Spanishman, Llorente. It gets back to Llorente, but his header is poor. and eventually SDI Bar do clear the ball away, but we're looking for this second goal to wrap the game up. It's into Louise-Me, poor pass from Louise-Me, but Crondelli wins it back. The first shot saved, but the second shot is not going to be stopped from our captain Crondelli. It was very lucky that it fell to him in here. As you can see, Crondelli blows the camera a little kiss, and we do wrap this game up in the 74th minute. We was very lucky as Crondelli broke through here. We dispossessed the man after a poor pass from Luisi. Crondelli kept working. Good save from the keeper. We was fortunate that it fell back to Crondelli, but the Danishman put the ball into the open net, and he does get his first goal in the Liga this year, and we do wrap the game up late on in this game. And can we get a third late on in the 84th minute? Munoz, the substitute, coming on off the bench. Can he get his first goal of the season? Yes, he can. Munoz, the young Spanish striker, wraps this game up well and truly, celebrating over to the camera, pointing to the Sevilla badge. It was a fantastic finish from the Spaniard. He could have passed it over to Lorente, but I didn't want to be too sweaty. Munoz does put in on his stronger left foot, and a fantastic finish. That was right into that left top corner. He hasn't played much of a part this year, Munoz, but I am planning to give him 2 games, as we don't have a few more games, as we don't have many strikers, and he is nice and young, so we do want to develop him for the future. But as you can see, that is how the game would finish. A fantastic result, a comfortable result at home to SDI, but it was a pretty boring match in the first half, but once we got going, we scored our 3 goals and comfortably won the game and cruise to a much needed victory in the league if we are going to get into these Champions League spots this year. As you can see, we did only have 4 shots. We were extremely clinical, and all four of them shots were on target. And as you can see here, Rayo Vallecano do end up beating Barcelona 2-0, which is a fantastic result for us. And now we're going to advance to the Real Madrid game. Obviously, this is one of the most important games of the season, because as you can see, they're in the bottom right corner. We are only 3 points behind Real Madrid, so if we do manage to win this game, we will go above Real Madrid in the table. As you can see, these are our games coming up. Manchester City is the team we do get in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We beat Manchester United, so can we get past their local rivals, Manchester City? A massive game for us in the Champions League there. But this is the third and final game of the episode, away at the Santiago Bernabeu, away to arguably one of the best teams in the world, Real Madrid. Fantastic side they've got, and as you can see by the table, we are 3 points behind them. If we do manage to win this game, we will go above Real Madrid, as we do have a better goal difference. As you can see, they have the strongest possible side, except for maybe James in the attacking midfield, but I don't think it will make too much of a difference. Ronaldo, Bale and Benzema are surely going to have some sort of impact in the game. And the first chance of this game does fall in the 6th minute as Real Madrid float the ball into the box. It's headed away from us, but brilliant silky football from Real Madrid, and Casemiro, the Brazilian, does get the shot. Sorry, it was Arbeloa does get the shot off on his weaker foot. Fantastic save from the Costa Rican Navas, and we do get away with that one early on in this game. But a fantastic ball in the 11th minute for Tremolinas, the French left back, and Lamela cuts into the middle. Great chance for Lamela. A brilliant save for the Real Madrid's goalkeeper, Casilla. It was a good finesse shot there from Eric Lamela, but Casilla with a fantastic stop to keep it level early on in this game. Now pushing in onto the 35th minute, Bianco with the skills down the left wing, plays it into Tremolinas. Tremolinas cuts into the middle. Can he find his man? Yes, he can. Into Kukovjak with a great finesse shot and a poor shot on the rebound. But as you can see here, the linesman does have his flag up anyway. It wouldn't have counted even if it was a good finesse shot there from Kukovjak. But again, Casilla stopping the shot, and now Real Madrid get a corner in the 45th minute, and it's put into the back of the net. It's Casemiro, the Brazilian CDM. Poor defending here from Sevilla. The keeper, Keylor Navas, has come out and completely missed the ball. They seem to do that a lot in this FIFA. I hate it when they do that, because I didn't call him out. He's just jumped out, completely missed the ball, and a simple open net. for Real Madrid, and it's 1-0 to Real Madrid after the goal from Casemiro. But as you can see, in the 52nd minute, Eric Lamela dispossesses the Real Madrid defender. He's got Batshuayi in the middle. Can he find him? Yes, he can. And Batshuayi shocks the Bernabeu. There's silence at the Bernabeu, and Batshuayi celebrates in front of the Real Madrid fans. We've levelled up just after half-time in the 53rd minute. Fantastic play from the team. Brilliant move as Lamela dispossesses Sergio Ramos. Ramos is trying to fight back to make up for his mistake, but he can't catch up. Eric Lamela, who puts it in for a simple finish for Michy Batshuayi to get his 9th goal of La Liga and to level this game up at the Bernabeu. But now all the way into the 79th minute, we're trying to grab a winner late on. He's into Real Bolo. He's in a great position. Can he play it back to Batshuayi? Batshuayi wins the ball. Yes, he can. And Batshuayi finishes it into the back of the net. 80th minute, and we've nicked this game late on at Bernabeu. Fantastic finish from the Frenchman. He's put it into the back of the net, and surely we go above Real Madrid now in the table. Silence at the Bernabeu. The Sevilla fans are going mad, and Bolo done amazing here to get through. Batshuayi full past his man, put it into the roof of the net. Simple finish for Batshuayi to get his 2nd goal of the game and his 10th goal in La Liga this year. Fantastic finish from our young Frenchman, and Bolo and Batshuayi linking up. Batshuayi celebrates to the camera, and we do go 2-1 up late in this game, and surely we've nicked it late at the Bernabeu. But now in the 86th minute, Real Madrid trying to get the late equaliser. We've got everyone back, but it's played into Gareth Bale, who's completely unmarked. And Gareth Bale, the Welshman, has punished us for completely leaving Gareth Bale on his own. And you do not leave Gareth Bale on his own in them sort of positions. Poor marking from Tremolinas, who lost his man, and Bale gets his 9th goal of the Liga this year. And that is unfortunately how the game would end. And it does sound weird being disappointed with a 2-2 draw with Real Madrid, but we were so close to an unbelievable shock win there. We definitely deserve to win that game, and we don't go above them in the table. But we are sitting 4th in the table. We are only 2 points behind Real Madrid. Hopefully we can go above them in the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I've been Raw FIFA Gaming.